Welcome to my alternator install. So, it came in. Finally. Came from San Diego. Looks like it's the same casting and the same general rig here. This is the old one. This was a CarQuest. This is one from AutoZone. I really can't tell the difference. But I'm going to put it in. I want to get to driving. Well, off to a bad start already. All right, well, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so you just slide it in this way. Your numbers will be on the top. Your timing mark will be on the bottom. So this is the top, this is the bottom. Put your regulator, voltage regulator here at the top, facing up, and then the rest will be like a V like that. So you just fasten it with this one, and this one, kind of every other one, starting at 12 o'clock, and then like at 4 o'clock, and then like at 8 o'clock. Tighten those back up with your little 8 millimeters. All right, so here they are. You want your the deep 8 millimeter. And once you get them cinched down, use your Phillips head screwdriver on the other side. I didn't see what the torque value is on this, so I'm assuming the torque value is snug, so it doesn't come off. Okay, so you have your lock washer, the 24 millimeter new one. You have your old one too, and the spacer. So I'm putting the spacer on here. And I'm just going to do a quick check after I tighten it up. Make sure that that's not hitting anything. All right, looking good. Okay, so back in the car, I'm going to put this in, but I did wrap my main battery wire with heavy-duty red electrical tape. I did do the blue one because in the other video I had a little nick in it. So that's been taped. And even though it didn't need it, I did the brown, which is ground, which gets tied in with the black. Those are grounds. Just because when it's in there, they're kind of bent back like this and they're touching. So I don't want any problems with grounds touching two of the electrified wires. So tape that one brown. And I'm going to put the air baffle over those wires now. All right, I'll put this guy kind of far back. It'll go in like this. This little cutout here at the top, that's 12 o'clock. So remember when we put the alternator in, those were 12, 4, and 8. This will be 2, 6, and 10. And you can see I did reinforce them. Diverters are good. I think last time I had this out, these were loose. I think I might have riveted those. And then I made the notches. These cheap alternators, the studs are a little long, so last time I put these little elongated notches in there so they'll fit. And it goes without saying, hopefully you know this, but batteries should be unhooked right now. You will have a quite explosive and electrifying experience if your battery is hooked up here. So make sure it's unhooked. And when you hook it up to the three different terminals, they can only go one way. The battery, the hot red wire goes to the big one. There's the nut for it. The ground goes to the medium one. And the small 7 millimeter. So you have 10, 8, 7 is for the blue wire here. The 12 volt exciter wire. And I'm going to put it on. Here we go. All right, I'm wired up here. Tightened up. I got the boot on the blue wire. I'm going to put a zip tie here just to make sure that doesn't pop off. I think it had popped off before, so I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen again. That might have caused a short. Like that. See, I got it on. You'd even see it. All right. I'm going to put the shroud, this air baffle. This is how it goes. The vanes go towards the driver's side of the car. And again, it mounts to the alternator studs and 3 points. What did I say? 2, 6, and 10. All right, the air diverter / baffle is in. So before you put it in, make sure that these line up. These here, those, let's see, another one there. And then the timing mark on the bottom, I'm gonna move the towel and so I can see that better and try and get it in straight. Actually, it's crazy. There's a timing mark there. I don't know which one that is, but you can see the notch here and there. Just as a side note, if you rebuild your engine and you find top dead center, make sure you mark it on this. This is just a casting. This may not be 100% accurate because this is not part of the engine. So do a top dead center marking and then make a new mark here if you're not exactly on. So just a little hint from when I rebuilt my engine. I made a mark on it. Of course, I can't see it now. I know I'm a little off. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to start putting fasteners in. The fan is in. It's okay. It's hand tight just to make sure I'm not rubbing, and I'm going to continue. All right, I'm about to tighten up the strap. I did a little hardware change here, and I found a nice titanium nut. So that will really make me go faster, saving almost no weight, but at least I got to use titanium. So make sure this is centered. There's a few little areas down here where you know where this would be the proper place. This guy here, 18 foot-pounds. Don't cinch this down. This is magnesium, so this does not have to be tight. Only 18 foot-pounds, so I got my torque wrench, and I'm going to tighten that down right now. Alright, got the two top ones on. Don't forget the small one by the distributor. Again, magnesium, snug, and then a little more. That's it. Alright, I'm going to put the fan on. Don't forget the woodruff key. Put that back on. Dab some grease under it. Got the fan right here. I'm going to slide it on like that. Alright, the woodruff key is in. You can just hold the shaft and see if it spins if you're holding the shaft. So I know they're locked in together. I got my two spacers in here. Next, the pulleys and all that good stuff. Alright, so what you want to do is after you put the inner washers on, the shims, then the belt, then the other side of the pulley, then the other washers, under that, this alternator can have the lock nut and then the nut. So I'm just going to make sure that all these spacers are kind of underneath this bell-shaped washer. And then I'm going to tighten the nut to 40 foot-pounds, to 24 millimeter. And the little tool that I used before, which is around here somewhere. Okay, 40. Check the belts. Looks good to me. Usually do a little twist test. 90 degrees and looking good. Alright, battery's hooked up. Garage door's opened. Let's start her up. Alright, here's my battery, 12.6. Hey look, alternator light. So moment of truth. Move the tools away and 14.3. And just in time for the rain. Thanks for watching.